Mac Jones just had like the one of the best five uh, seasons by a college quarterback ever, and his offense was one of the best five college offenses ever. And he was a first round draft pick into a historically excellent organization, and he was incredibly efficient in every asset, and he was as good as Tua, who was a top five pick, and he produced, or he helped Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle both go in the early first round of the NFL draft, and we're talking about uh, what here? How old is Cam Newton? I don't know how old Cam Newton is. How old is Cam Newton? We're talking about a 32-year-old Cam Newton playing over him. I don't really get that. It's just not a great idea for the Patriots. Um, so here, let me pull up my notes. I do this every time. Alright, this I know it's the first video of the day because I record like multiple. When I don't have my notes up and I pull them up, that's probably the first video of the day. Um, the Patriots have the third best line in the NFL. I don't know why that's relevant, but it is. Cam Newton was the 23rd graded quarterback last year per PFF. He was the 26th graded quarterback from a passing perspective, and the 23rd best. Being the 23rd quarterback means that he was worse than Daniel Jones, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Jared Goff, and he was even worse as a passer. And despite having 12 rushing touchdowns and that being his whole thing and why he's successful, he was 21st in rushing grade, behind Tom Brady. 20th in rushing grade was Tom Brady. On a play-by-play basis, Tom Brady was a better rusher than Cam Newton last year. He was absolutely atrocious as a quarterback. He has not had a passing grade above 70, which is about average, I believe, since 2015. Okay, he was dead last in negatively graded throw rates. He was 31st out of 32 in third down rate, 29th in big time throw rate, and 27th in clean pocket grading. He was atrocious in every aspect. He doesn't run anymore. He's not good enough to run. He's injury prone. He's old. He's inaccurate as a passer, and he's just doesn't make any sense as a quarterback. But he's still the quarterback for the Patriots as of right now. Now let's go on to the Mac. Okay, the Mac Jones. Well, let's just look at these articles really quick here. As you can see from this article right here, Mac Jones, and shout out PFF for these stats once again, as you can see. But Mac Jones produced a comparable season and slightly better in about every aspect than Joe Burrow did. And Joe Burrow's one season got him the number one pick, while Mac Jones got him the 15th pick, which doesn't make any sense. But let's go carry on to more PFF articles. Shout out PFF once again. This article explains in detail why Mac Jones is just as good, if not better, than Tua was, and Tua was a top 5 pick. Basically, the whole argument for this guy, for Seth Galina, was saying Tua was the guy from day one. He came in, he was good as a freshman in the national championship game, and he was just there. But Mac Jones, he didn't have the pedigree of the recruiting or the big moments, but he, on a play-by-play basis, was indeed better than Tua Tagovailoa. But don't take my word for it, or these guys' word for it. Take the objective stats that I have collected per player profiler. Fuck, I got a burp or something. I don't got any water, damn it. Mac Jones is in the 100th percentile of college QBR. There are a few players in the history of college football that ever recorded a better QBR than Mac Jones. He was in the 97th percentile among college quarterbacks in yards per attempt. He was one of the most efficient quarterbacks of all time. He was essentially Joe Burrow in his last year. He is a Joe Burrow Tua-level prospect without the draft capital in every sense of the word. The Patriots have Cam on a $3.5 million guaranteed deal, but he can get up to $14 million if he plays more games and hits benchmarks. By sitting Cam Newton, the Patriots could save $10.5 million, up to that much. And Mac Jones, who's on the rookie deal, is only getting $2.8 million as a cap hit, okay? I believe if you give Mac Jones this offensive line that I was just talking about, right? If you give Mac Jones a incredible running back to work behind the line, and a good running game. Damian Harris is that guy. You gave him a couple safety blankets in Jonnu Smith, who is explosive as well. Hunter Henry, James White, Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar. These are not good weapons, but they're not bad weapons. Hey, what's up, Mom?
Hey, what's up, kiddo?
Oh, it's Bill. I'm doing a video.
Here, she's outside real quick.
Alrighty. If you give him all these things, it's very likely that.
What's up, man?
What's up? My mom and her boyfriend are home, and they had to pick up his car. Anyways, I believe if you give Mac Jones this not great supporting cast, but not bad supporting cast, and you give him this line, this running back, and you let him work this year, he's as good as Cam Newton. And then he has 3 more years on the rookie deal, and at that point, I mean, we've seen the ceiling of a good quarterback on a rookie deal with Jared Goff and guys like that. So it's really a no-brainer. You gotta go Mac Jones here, and Cam Newton. I'm sorry, you're not good enough. So yeah.